This woman is 70 years old. I met her along with a bunch of other doctors I've been following for years, and they're all aging slowly. Stay tuned to find out how. Hi, I'm GloryB, and this is GloryB-TV, a lifestyle channel for mature women who want to look fabulous, feel amazing, and age gracefully. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Below the video, click the red subscribe button, and then click the little gray bell, and you'll be notified every week about when there's a new video, and all of the videos will apply to you. When I was 38, I read Mary Lou Henner's Total Makeover. It changed my life and it made so much sense to me. In this book, she mentioned the Fit for Life books, which I still have them here, the original copies of mine, from Marilyn and Harvey Diamond. And in one of these books, they mention the American Natural Hygiene Society, which has since been renamed the National Health Association, or NHA. I joined the NHA right away, and I've been a member ever since. Now, what got me interested was thinking about my father's health and even grandparents and aunts and uncles and just different relatives and just what was going on in their lives. So I have a picture of my dad when he was 52 and I was 17. Now, he had his first stroke when he was 53 and he died when he was 57. Lots of people in my family, high blood pressure, stroke, all that kind of thing. And I have the same skin as my father, even though I have the brown eyes and the brown hair on my mom's side. Other than that, I look a lot like my dad, and my body's a lot like my dad's side of the family. So this was going to be my future unless I changed something in a big way. I realized changing my future was all in my hands, and it was really all about the food I was eating. My future was literally in my hands with a fork. As I read more about the early founders of the National Health Association, I found that most of them lived well into their 90s, some even beyond 100, and they didn't die of any kind of ravaging diseases. One day they were gardening in their garden, and then they just didn't wake up the next day. They just simply died. No cancers, no strokes, no high blood pressure, no wheelchairs, no walkers. I mean, these people were full of health and vitality and looked so much younger than they were up until the day they died. When I see people who are in the organization now and running it and have been involved for a long time, they all look younger than they are. I finally got to an NHA conference in the summer of 2018. I heard all of these wonderful doctors speak. Now, many people who were there were in various states of changing their lives. Some had had health issues, some had had weight issues or a combination. Some had already gotten rid of all that and were well on living a very, very healthy life, and you could see it in their faces. The secret to their health success was really not a secret at all. It's all about the food they've been eating. I met Dr. Joel Furman as one of the several doctors who spoke there. I met a lot of other really nice people who were attending, as I was. And the food was amazing. The food was included in the price of the conference. And it was just so delicious. There was almost too much food to eat. Besides eating a diet that's whole food and plant-based, almost all of these people eat what's called SOS free. That's no added salt, oil, or sugar to their diet. They don't add salt to their food. They don't cook with oil. They'll maybe saute, well, not maybe, they will saute in water. And they don't add table sugar. They'll use other sweeteners in moderation. And of course, they use a lot of herbs for cooking, both dried herbs and fresh herbs. And I even learned about granulated garlic and granulated onion, which I'd never heard of before, but I've added that to my cooking repertoire since. Now, years earlier, when I was 38, I chose a whole food plant-based diet with occasionally I would still do eat fish, maybe once a month, but you know, a lot of times the fish, just how it's raised these days, you're never really certain what's in it. But a lot of these people, they don't eat any of that at all. For me, taking the next step to be SOS free has been a little more challenging in the cooking and eating process. I tried to blow up this picture that they took while they were there. These three doctors were playing tennis. Doctors, who was that? Fitzgerald, Lim, and Furman. So they took their shirts off and somebody took a picture. But the thing is, we were looking at Dr. Furman's six-pack. I mean, at the time this picture was taken, he was 64 years old. 64. So the diet is working, not just in how people look in their face, like the 70-year-old woman I showed you, but also it's working in their body. I bought Kathy Fisher's cookbook while I was at the conference called Straight Up Food. And as Dr. Clapper wrote in here in the beginning and the forward, he's got a little picture here where he's pointing to it. It says, "It's the foods." This is one of the sayings that a lot of them say while they're there. This is whole food, plant-based cooking with no added SOS. The recipes for the salad dressings alone in this cookbook and the ideas for salad dressings are a game changer just in itself. I even bought the cookbook mostly for that. Check out my other video about how to make your own sprouts, and also I have a great salad dressing recipe in one of the images on the right side of your screen, and I'll see you in the next video.